What's up guys, welcome to Beginner DJ Lessons. This week we're talking about the subject, what knobs to turn when DJing. We all see DJs and they're kind of, all these knobs are going everywhere and we're thinking, what on earth are they doing? Well, I'm going to explain to you exactly what they're doing today in the simplest lesson possible, okay? First things first, I've got two tracks lined up and the two tracks are in the same key. I don't know what key it is, but it's in 8A, probably G or something like that. I've done two songs in the same key because today we're going to talk about mixing two tracks together. And knowing which knobs to turn in order for the two tracks to blend nicely. And if you've got two tracks that are perfectly in key, when it comes to laying them over each other, they won't sound completely terrible if there's a bit of time where I'm doing stuff slowly. The second thing I wanted to tell you is the two tracks I've looped, okay? Because I want to just pick a stable bit of the song to demonstrate what I'm doing. So the first song I've got is this. And you can see I've just looped it here, so it just loops the same thing. Gonna make sure I don't do that for too long because it's going to be a really annoying video if you've got one song on loop constantly. But that is DJing for you. And I've got another track here. Let's turn the volume down. It's this track. So you see I've got them both on loop. Okay, so first things first. And by the way, the reason I've got them both on loop is because I don't want these songs to move on to any other part of the song. I just want a bit of the song that's got a solid beat that I can show you the beginning of mixing, okay? And explain to you which knobs you need to turn. So, first things first, these knobs here are for this track. And these knobs here are for this track. So first things first, forget about all these other knobs. The only ones we need to worry about now are these two, okay? This will be, for example, if I had a microphone, I could have these doing this. This is if I had an external, say if I plugged an iPod or something, I could do those. And they all do the same thing, okay? This controls the highs, this controls the mids and the lows. And then this one will filter out all the highs, and this one will filter out all the lows, okay? So I'm just going to show you, okay? If I play this track here, and what I'm going to do is take out all the lows and all the mids. All we're going to have is the highs. The highs, if I was to say to you guys, make a high-pitched noise, you go, ah, or tss. Well, that's exactly right. A high-pitched noise will sound like this. It's just all the highs of the song. Same thing. Take out all the highs, the mids, you get the lows. It'll sound like as if you were standing outside a club. You know, you just get the bass, you don't get any of the highs. And the same thing, and mids is the same kind of thing. It's harder to show, but the mids are just the middle frequencies, not the highs, not the lows, the middle bit. Sounds a bit like an old radio or something. And then this filter here will filter out all the highs or all the lows. So if you filter it this way, essentially what you're doing is taking out the highs and then taking out the mids, leaving the lows. So I'm going to show you, watch. Taking out all the highs and left the bass. It's exactly the same as if I was to do this. Same thing if I was to go the other way. Just leaves the highs, okay? And same, if I was to do it the same here, I'd have to take away the lows and the mids. Let me just show you. Just the same thing. So, that is what those knobs are doing. If you ever see a DJ playing with those knobs there, that's basically what they're doing. There's another knob at the top here called trim, which you can basically use in a nutshell to boost or make the volume a bit quieter. I think it's more to do with the compression of a song, and I'm not going to go into that in this one. Don't worry about these top ones, just worry about these four here. Okay, so what we're worried about when we're mixing two songs in is making sure that frequencies don't clash. And all you have to worry about is groups of frequencies. You've got the high pitch frequencies, which are the highs, the mids, and the low pitch frequencies, which are the low frequencies. And you don't ever want these two groups of frequencies from different songs clashing with each other. To give you the easiest example, I'm going to take all the lows out of both songs, all the mids out of both songs, and let's just hear the two highs together by themselves. So this is the one high, and let's beat match this one. Absolutely awful. That's all just the highs of the two songs. Now, if I was to beat match and not blend either of these, it's just gonna sound terrible because there's too many clashing frequencies going on at once. And the highs sound terrible because, you know, I just played that then with the two highs playing. Those two are actually playing at the same time. If you're blending two songs together, all those frequencies are there and people are aware of it. It just sounds terrible. The bass doesn't sound as bad because high frequencies are the most annoying. But the problem with the bass is you're going to lose a lot of energy if you've got two kick drums playing at the same time. If you guys want to learn more about that, just go and check out my other video. And it's called something like keeping the power in your DJ mixes. And I explain in full detail why you never want two kick drums playing at the same time. But let's just hear what it would sound like if I cut the highs and the mids and just had two kick drums. Whoops, to the volume down. It sounds a bit... It just sounds flubbery and muddy and disgusting and awful. So that's it, guys. When you're blending one track into another track, you never want to have these two groups of frequencies playing at the same time for the reasons I just explained. So, how do you do it and which frequencies do you cut first? This is my method of doing it. If you've got one track playing here, and that's going out to the audience, normally, and you want to bring in this second track, this is what I do. Turn all frequencies down and turn the volume down. And we're going to blend this music in. So it's kind of like you're just blending the one song into the next. So it's not really obvious when the one song comes in, the other song goes. It just sounds like this one's fading out in a really beautiful way. So I'm just going to be bringing in the kick drum of this track, which is going to sound a bit like that. Just the bass frequencies, okay? And what I'm going to do is play this track and bring this track in, and as soon as I can begin to feel the two basses playing at the same time, I then take away the lows of this track while continuing to bring the volume up. So bring the volume up, 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 and as I can feel this track coming in, I turn the volume down there until what we're kind of left with is this song playing on top of this kick drum. Because then what you've got is the structure of this, the bass, the kick drum is always going to be the biggest structure of the song, that thump. So that song, the structure of it is still there, and then you just got the roof of this song playing on top of it. Now that song is basically mixed in and ready to go, and all you have to do then is slowly take away the highs of this track and add in the highs of this track, and then slowly take away the mids and take away the mids here and add the mids, and you're doing it at the same time, and you're just listening and you're thinking, oh, that sounds terrible, I've got to take away the highs a bit quicker, I've got to take away the lows. But what you're doing, basically, in a nutshell, is take away all frequencies of the second track, bring it up with just the bass drum. Once you begin to hear the bass drum, take the bass drum away here, and then slowly but surely take away the highs of the track that's playing and bring in the highs here, take away the mids, bring in the mids here, and just go on sound. If the highs are really like clashy, you're going to have to take them away quicker. If you can't hear much of this song, you've got to bring it in quicker, and just maybe you won't have to dip the highs as much. Perhaps the mids are more important. Like I know one of these tracks has got a saxophone on, so the mid frequencies might be more important. and you're just going on sound, but you want to get the structure, the bass drum of the second track in first. I'm going to kind of just show you this now. Look out for what I'm doing. I'll kind of run you through while I'm doing it. So I'm going to get this one playing. Playing there. Okay. Second track. Beat matched. Okay. Take all the frequencies away except the bass. Bring it up until I can feel 2 basses in. I can kind of hear 2 basses, so I'm going to take away the bass drum here. We've now got the bass drum of this track playing underneath this track, okay? Turn it up a bit. That kick you're hearing is from this track. Now let's mix. We're going to take the highs away from this track and bring in some of the highs of this. And now we need to bring in some of the mids quickly. Bring in some more of the highs and take out the highs of the right hand song. Take it away and take the loop off. I hope that was a good demonstration. Guys, I have to talk over these songs because I don't actually have the rights to be playing them. But if I talk over them, YouTube doesn't take the videos down. I hope that was a good demonstration, guys, for you. What I did, brought in the bass of this song, so the structure and the main body of the song was there, and then just mixed by ear the rest of it, okay? Sorry for talking over it. I will do it one more time. So let me just get this track back on loop. Let's do it again, okay? And this time I'm going to talk a little less, just so you guys can see what's going on, okay? Okay, let's do it again, okay? Here we go. Here we go. Beat matched. Got the bass playing of the second song. Now I'm just going to mix and listen to what I'm doing, guys. Okay guys, I hope that was a good demonstration, and I hope it's given you a good idea about what DJs do and all the knobs that they're twisting and stuff. I hope it's given you a clear idea. If you guys want to learn more about DJing and you want to learn everything that I just did there in even more detail, how to beat match, how to do everything, come and check out my course, beginnerdjlessons.com. You can learn about every single knob here so you can practice turning them all. If you like the video, hit the like button so I know you guys appreciate them and I know you guys want me to keep doing them, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll keep doing these videos weekly for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Speak to you guys next week.